In exactly 1 month, our server is going to violently end. Every player gone, every build destroyed, every story over. No more fighting, no more grinding, no more memories, nothing. And I want to prevent this terrible fate by saving the server before it's too late. But before I can show you that, I'm going to need to take you back to where it all began. The day was November 10th. 1 month before the end of the world.
As you know, Dolphin died yesterday losing the Ender effect, and as you can see, I'm now the new holder of Ender.
The Ender effect is the most powerful item on our server, giving whoever wields it the power to do basically whatever they want.
I plan to only return the amount of bloodshed the server has thrown at my team.
And due to its power, only one exists on the server.
But obviously, we wouldn't be able to do that without a trick up our sleeve.
But this team just revealed that they have two.
Why do they have two? Oh my god, bro. Drew's helmet broke?
Yes.
Wait, there's crystals in that wall. There's crystals in that wall.
I know, there's one crystal in that
What?
wall.
Oh, what the?
Oh my god.
What the hell?
I just survived.
What the
I just survived.
This was the moment I first realized that our server was going to end. One Ender effect on its own has enough power to fully destroy the server, but two of them? Not only that, but in the hands of a capable team like that who just minutes ago demonstrated that they have the means to kill whoever they want, I knew this could only end horribly. But by now you probably have a few questions. What exactly is the Ender effect, and how did they have two of them? In order to answer that, I'll need to take you back even further. All the way back to... See, it all started last May, when mysterious clues began popping up around the server. These clues all pointing to one thing.
The most valuable effect, like chest. You think they found a dupe glitch?
See, our server introduces 12 craftable custom potion effects, each being extremely overpowered and rare, and this team of dupers, later dubbed Apophis, made it their only goal to dupe as many effects as possible in order to fully remove their value. One thing led to another, and eventually Apophis acquired a back door into the server, where they snuck in multiple god items such as netherite armor, a fully overpowered custom potion effect called the Apophis effect, and most importantly, an Ender effect that they hid away, keeping it a secret from the server until now. But if all this information was a secret, then how do I know about it? Well, that's because I was a part of that team. Which brings me back to the present, and as I ran for my life away from the scene of the arrow cannon, I made a vow to myself. In order to make up for my misdeeds to the server that I committed all those months ago, I was going to save everyone and prevent our server from being destroyed. But how am I gonna do all this? Well, it all starts with this guy. If you didn't pick up on it during the fight, he's the player that currently holds the second and duplicated Ender. As I mentioned just a moment ago, I was also a member of Apophis, meaning that I helped Sharu sneak in that second Ender to begin with.
Okay.
Should we sneak one Ender in there?
Loki.
Let's do it, why not?
And since I'd kept his secret for all those months, he still trusted me a lot. Their entire team's goal was to use their Ender effects to ruin the lives of the players that had wronged them and take over the server. Their main target being a player named Only a Squid. So when they invited me to help them attack Squid's base, I came up with a plan.
Yo guys, I still think we should 10-man push Latrix's base, bro. Just
Why did Gop like...
Latrix has a base?
Yes, bro, we found it.
Stop.
Bro, imagine how funny if Latrix escapes from the first fight on the server, and then we 10-man jump his base, bro. Who wants to pay little Latrix a visit, bro?
Me! Let's go kill that guy, bro.
You wanna blow up his base after too? I picked up 18 TNT.
If I warned Squid about Sharu's team heading to their base, they could trap it before they arrived and hopefully kill them all. And so, with a plan in mind, I sent Squid a few DMs and began heading over to the base.
They might know we're coming, and they might have made a crystal drop, I can't lie.
I'm not, like definitely. But we have Ender. Worst case. Oh, just drain it. Just drain it quick. Drain it.
Literally, somebody's. I just saw somebody glowing. They know we're here. They know we're here.
Bro, chill. What are you doing?
They know
Chill.
I just saw somebody crouching. Pika. Oh wait, that was Pika.
You
Actually,
Bro, this might be a
midnight. Who has more?
Wait, is it this birch or is it the
It's
one
over
down
this
there?
way. It's over the 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay. One by one. Go.
Pika's blocking up.
Oh, this could
Pika
be-
left.
There's no pre. I see a tripwire. I see a tripwire. I see a tripwire. Okay. What? I see a tripwire. What do I do? I'm not gonna go into it. Do I shoot it?
I see squid. I see squid.
Where?
Inside.
Dig inside. Come in here. Crouch. Crouch.
You
Just someone
landed
dig
on
down,
the
bro. Let's
Why
just
are
dig
we
down.
all so scared?
I'm sparking these.
Just dig down. Let's
Okay,
go.
down,
Pika's
go
going.
down, go
Pika's going. Pika's.
Yeah, big
Oh my
trap.
god, it was a TNT trap. TNT.
Watch out.
Boomy blew up.
We blew up.
Boomy died.
Running.
With the trap completely failing, I had to make a choice. And I knew that if I wanted to stop the apocalypse, there was only one right answer.
Why is Dumb fighting me? Dumb's fighting me. Dumb's full fighting me. Dumb.
With Sharu escaping into the Nether, we had just lost one of our best chances at killing him. And even worse than that is that I realized I was losing something else too. I was losing my mind because you aren't subscribed. Was that smooth? That was smooth, right? I'm trying to hit 50k before the end of the year. It's gonna be really difficult, and I'm gonna have to post more. But if everyone watching this video subscribes, then we might just be able to do it. Also, I just recently opened a Discord server, and if you join before I hit 50k, you'll receive the OG role, which proves you've been here since the start. Even with Sharu escaping, things weren't all bad, because my new team realized that we can use one of Ender's greatest powers against it. Let me explain. One of the Ender effect's main abilities is that all players within a certain distance of its user receive glowing. Now, this is normally used to hunt down players trying to escape, but we realized we can use it as a means to hunt them instead. If we fly around the world in third person, the minute we see ourselves glowing, we'll know Sharu or Midnight are nearby. Combine this with the fact that basically the entire server had united to take them down, it wasn't long until we found one of them.
Help penguin.
Why do I genuinely have 2 FPS? Yeah.
I run it down.
They don't have a trap here. If anything, it's like.
Nobody matters but Sharu, dog. The feather.
Oh, watch out.
She dashed. Between Sharu and Midnight, Sharu was the far less skilled player, meaning everyone spent the entire fight targeting him, and we watched as he quickly became more and more
We need to
desperate.
like use all our effects on Sharu. That's
I'm gonna try and steal his XP. Everybody knew that if we wanted to be free from their tyranny, it was now or
bro.
never.
We can mess up infinite times. They can only mess up once, bro. It doesn't matter if they have a trap, as long as we kill them, bro. Stay on Sharu, whatever. You do.
I knocked him back.
Wait, they're trying to escape. Break the.
Did I see him go through? Did he
Where'd Shuru go? Where'd Shuru go?
Oh my
He
god.
got out.
Bro.
He got out.
Where?
Bro.
Thought I saw him get out.
Sharu had escaped yet again, and this time we had no idea.
Press F3 and read it out.
Oh my god.
Read it out, but my screen is
Sam like
200. I don't know.
This was the second time he had escaped like this. And over the next few days, things started to go even further downhill as they continued to single people out, killing them all one by one. And with every kill, these were looking more and more like the final days of our server. If we couldn't stop them with an entire army, then who could? Hold on, what? See, another ability of the Ender effect is being able to shoot out Dragon's Breath like a flamethrower, but in order to use it, you actually need Dragon's Breath, and Sharu's team had just run out. But when they respawned the dragon to collect more, it just left.
I got 23 so far. I can't believe. Dude, it's genuinely. What is wrong with this dragon? Patrick, where is it going?
It's actually going off the island.
What the hell?
Okay, bro, I just juked that guy so hard. Wait, is he cooked?
Dude, it's going off of the island.
Wait.
To this day, none of us have any clue why or how this happened, but we all realized that this time, none of them would be able to escape. So everyone charged into the end for one final fight.
Okay, yeah, go in. Wait, what is this?
But where was I during all of this? Yeah, so this all happened directly on my birthday, so I just wasn't there, and by the time that I made it home, I could tell that the fight was coming to a close. But as I approached the stronghold, I could tell that something was off. There were a bunch of suspicious players just hanging around outside the fight, and as they all surrounded me in the portal room, I knew exactly what was about to happen. I had barely made it out with my life. My attackers weren't associated with either side, and they called themselves the Feather Fiends, because they all used the Feather Effect's ability to deal insane damage, quick-dropping any player they fight. More important than that, while I was being attacked, I witnessed in the chat both Midnight and Sharu die.
I'm dead.
The duped Ender was now destroyed, meaning that the server was free from their tyranny. Right? Well, for now, that was the case. But deep down, I still wasn't satisfied. Since I wasn't there when they died, I wasn't the one to save the server, make up for what I had done during my days in Apophis. Looking back on it now, it was incredibly selfish of me. However, it didn't matter, because although I didn't know it at the time, this was only the beginning. For around a day following Sharu and Midnight's death, everything was pretty normal. People just having fun and hanging out on the server, including myself. But it all changed when I was added to a group chat with the 3 main members of their team. Alright, I'll load up. I'm on Infuse. While heading over to meet up with Sharu, I was skeptical. Judging by the tone of his voice, it was clear to me that he was planning something. And after the events of the last week, I knew this wasn't going to be good.
This is gonna be a bit frustrating and hard to swallow. Like, I mean, like, hard to, actually, understand, I guess.
But nothing could have prepared me for what he was about to show me.
This... Okay.
It's all you. I'm just
Dumb. I'm just gonna tell you, you've made some mistakes that you're unaware of, okay? A lot of mistakes. A big single mistake that you've done, and I don't think you even realize that you've made it. And you're about to realize that you've made it. Before anything, I'd like to screen share something. But if I go over to Infuse Archive, I'd just like to point out, there's nothing that says IOUs are banned, right? Nothing says IOUs are banned, right? So tell me why I have this. You wanna know what's inside here? You made a mistake though. This is an IOU. Hereby, any person who signs this book is under complete control of players Sharu, Sam Live, and That Midnight. This contract extends through Dumb is Dumb's intentions on the server, allowing all 3 players mentioned above to have complete say in every action Dumb is Dumb makes. Dumb is Dumb must follow all 3 rules mentioned below, or he agrees to be fully banned from Infuse Revamp Season 1.
An IOU, a written contract in which the victim must listen and follow any command its holder gives. In short, Sharu now had full control over every action I would ever make, and if I wanted to continue to play on the server, there was nothing I could do.
Whether you like it or not, this season's ending with Apophis.
After leaving the call, I didn't really know what to do. Now that Sharu had control over me, he could make me carry out any evil plans that he wanted, all without me being able to tell a soul. But despite the horrifying reality I was now faced with, one question plagued my mind. How could Sharu have possibly gotten that IOU in the first place? As far as I was aware, I hadn't signed any books, and especially not any IOUs. Not only that, but when I questioned him about how he had obtained it, he refused to tell me. Where the did you obtain this book?
It's completely legit.
It was clear to me that something more was going on. If Sharu somehow had a way to artificially produce IOUs, then it wouldn't be difficult for him to control the entire server. Sharu's first server-ending plan had been foiled, sure, but this could turn out much, much worse. And I knew that I had to find a way to stop him while still under his control. The next day started with Sharu calling me, telling me he had a task that he wanted me to do. And since I couldn't say no, I joined to hear what he wanted.
What is up, Dom?
Hello?
So, your first task has been finally dubbed. For your first task, I want you to help me get somebody else on an IOU.
Okay, but like who?
I don't know. Storms works. Storms actually works really well. So, yeah, get me an IOU on Storms.
Storms is my closest teammate on the server. Under no circumstances could I allow him to be forced to do Sharu's bidding the same way that I was. And so I decided to do something risky.
I mean, he's your teammate. He'll trust you enough to sign that. And then just get it back to me. Obviously, you can't tell him anything.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Like, I'm not a very good liar. What I feel like would happen if I tried to get Storms in an IOU, since we like talk so much, like I feel like he would just be able to like see through me. I don't think I could get him. I feel like there's probably better options. I lied to Sharu, knowing full well I could risk him finding out and getting me banned.
Weren't you on the freaking team with Arkin?
I was on a team with Arkin, yes.
Okay. Arkin works. Okay.
Alright.
You have
that later.
You have 30 minutes actually to get
Bro.
Arkin on IOU.
Bro.
I need this today.
I
need it soon.
There's no way I'm gonna get that done in 30 minutes, bro. What am I meant to? How am I meant to get him to sign like a IOU, bro?
It doesn't have to be an IOU. It can just be a book. Just get him to sign a book somehow.
Just like with anything in it, any text in it.
Yeah. That'll work.
Okay. Despite saving Storms, I still didn't feel right bringing Arkin under an IOU. He had been a close teammate of mine in the past, and although we weren't as close anymore, it still felt wrong to manipulate him. But since I couldn't find a way out of the IOU yet, there was nothing I could do. So I logged on, quickly whipped up a fake contract, and headed to Spawn to look for Arkin.
I'm saving it for a bit. Up?
I don't know.
What the? Wait. What? Are they up?
What is this?
Where are they? Oh, shoot. Oh, that's... Hello? Like, Arkin.
Yeah?
Come with me. How would you feel about doing a fight?
I would prefer not to, because I literally just restocked the skin. It's the last thing I actually have to my name.
Not today.
I mean, if I was doing a 1v1, I would not be using probably Feather or Invis. What is this? This is the fight declaration. If Arkan signs this book, he is scheduled to fight Damas on the following day. How do I know there's not any like hidden text here?
How do I prove that? How do I prove there's no hidden text?
I guess I'm just have to trust you, bro.
Okay. Alright. If Arkan signs this book, his free will would be handed directly to Sharu. And I could do nothing but watch.
I'm just curious why you want to fight me of all people.
I can't explain that, but I promise you.
Like, sure, okay, I'll do it.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. And just like that, Arkan had signed his life away without even knowing. And it was all my fault. I felt genuinely terrible. After the downfall of Apophis, I vowed to give up doing anything evil, so being forced to carry out these tasks really affected me. On top of that, as long as he had the contract in his e-chest, I could do literally nothing to stop him. Sharu and his IOUs were not only slowly ruining my life, but at this rate, the server as well. After giving Sharu Arkan's contract, I kinda just flew around the server mindlessly. I needed to find some way to take my mind off things. Or maybe... someone.
Kill him.
If you know anything about the server I'm playing on, you'll know that this server is for video creators only, and this guy is probably the furthest thing from that. So how has he just logged on? Well, to those of you that have watched the infusesmp before, you might have noticed some people online that aren't actual members. And that's because just a little bit before Sharu revealed his duped ender, the server began a guest week, in which every member was allowed to invite one friend onto the server to play. With all that being said, who invited Sans?
Alright, let's go. You can't make it till you fat. Let's go, come on.
Since it had been a little bit over a week since guest week began, every single guest was put into hardcore mode, meaning if they die once, they're banned from the server forever. Helping Storms keep Sans alive and on the server was the best possible way to keep my mind off the Sharu stuff. Just hanging out and having fun with two of my closest friends.
Dom, I'll give you 2 orders to help me keep him alive.
Say on everything. And they promised me DoorDash. So we headed to a nearby public base to meet up with some of Storms' new allies. But before I had time to get comfortable, I spotted someone following us.
The announcement was Squid's news announcement saying the guests stay. Dom, can you give gaps?
I don't got all that.
You don't? You rich asshole, you do have gaps. Where the f did he come from? Oh, well that is a problem. Let's
I have a question. Why
What's
were
good?
you hunting down Pika TM like all those times when he came to spawn and he immediately?
Dude, so guess what,
happened?
Drew? I got told, oh god, get on, I'm getting jumped! And then literally every single one of the people nearby me stopped fighting Pika and just put the whole I'm just doing what I'm asked, bro.
Where's Sans going off to?
Whoa. He is naked with no f***ing gear. Let's chillax, bro.
Storms said, what was your reasoning, Storms? A lot of people asked you to get on and the blame.
I was just doing what I got told.
Storms had spent the entire day hunting every single guest in sight, including Pika TM, one of Sharu's closest allies. If you ban a guest, you receive a point. And by the time that all the guests are banned, the player with the most points gets to let their guest stay on the server permanently. And it seems Sharu didn't take too kindly to Storms hunting his teammates.
Yeah,
Does that sound fair to you, Storms?
That
Going to
everyone.
spawn and getting jumped for a measly point?
What are we doing?
I didn't play Pika for the point. I thought Pika because my teammates were getting jumped.
With Sharu getting more and more aggressive, we needed to find a way to get Sans out of here now before Sharu decided to kill him.
How about this? How about this? I will let Sans live. You sign a book saying that you owe me a point.
Now see, one, Sans is completely f***ing naked and hasn't had time to do shit.
Whoa, what are we
I got you,
tridenting to? What are we tridenting to?
Sans,
Let's
don't
leave
throw
him
my dick
alone.
there. No, I'm trying to protect him, bro. Chill.
No, the f you are not.
I'm protecting him from the mobs, dog.
I swear you.
Hey,
It said that you could get naked
Sans.
skill.
Sans, my boy. I got a gift for you. It's
I'm actually A-okay.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
It's the
That's not how that
knight
works.
with
That's
the
not how
armor.
that works. That...
He's fine.
Where?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, please, let's chillax, man.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, do you want to? Because now I don't really care.
Luckily, Sans escaped before things could turn ugly, so I met up with him and got him fully kitted up. What is this?
Wait, negative where?
Negative 2,044, negative 2,300.
Alright, what do you need?
Gaps, more pearls, armor.
Okay, armor. Take one set and take a set of tools. Things were finally starting to look up for me, and as I continued to just talk and hang out with my friends, I felt the stress of Sharu's IOU slowly fading. Don't you have an elytra you can give him, Storms?
No, I have two. Left.
Take those.
Oh, can I have the other one by chance? Yeah, sure. Does Aspen have one?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I got you,
Aspen
sus.
get one, Slushy don't got one.
He gave me one and then he died.
That's actually tragic.
I got robbed by 4 people, bro. I had to run. That's $60 to $100.
Seeing that message brought me back to my reality. I was never free from Sharu's control. Not wanting to see Sans get banned, I had no other choice but to leave my friends immediately. Alright, I'm gonna go see what they want, without even being able to tell them why.
Yo, hello?
Hello?
Bro, where'd you go?
That's my bad for like leaving so abruptly, but I gotta like break off from you guys for a bit. It's like okay, I know it's like weird, but it's a little
Cool.
It's a little complicated.
Bro, you can't just leave in the middle of everything after I just got attacked by Shrew and just say it's complicated, bro. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I needed to get out of there. Like I gotta break off from you guys. Like I'm sorry.
Why? Did something happen?
Nah, it's nothing. It's just
Bro.
you got
That was too long of a pause.
Oh, you're just like studying my pauses, bro. Just like chill. Just you gotta just like trust me on this, bro.
You're holding something for me here, bro. Like, well, you can't just say to just trust me on this.
You gotta just trust me. That's it. It's like it's probably for the best if you don't know, man. That's it.
All right, whatever. Are you gonna come back?
I don't know. I don't think I can.
Yeah. Well, you kind of gotta, bro. You're either with us or you're not.
I'm just trying to do what's right, bro.
Right for who, though? Fine. Do whatever you want, bro.
Ah. Damn. I knew that Storms would eventually forgive me, but it didn't change the fact that I was upset. All I had wanted to do was hang out with my friends, and Sharu had ruined that. Sharu had ruined everything. He was ruining my life, and it wouldn't be long before he ruined the server, too. I decided to join a VC with some other allies, so I didn't have to be alone. Only to find out they were in the middle of fighting Sharu. I guess after not being able to secure the kill on Sans, he went to spawn and started attacking other random guests. And they wanted me to help them fight. Not wanting to seem suspicious, I headed to spawn with the intent to throw, as to not break the contract with Sharu, while also showing my allies I was still on their side. But after informing Sharu of my plan, he had another idea.
That's not difficult. Oh, contraption just left the team.
Wait, I need to get my yogurt first, bro.
Me and Squid are fighting Pika and
He's frosted.
Sharu wanted me to go to the fight and die instantly, giving their team a restock on gear in order to keep fighting. Despite all he's done, Sharu isn't actually that skilled at PvP, while on the contrary, I'm one of the best players on the server, meaning Sharu didn't only want to destroy my life, but also my reputation. Dying to him would be the best and most embarrassing way to do that, but as per usual, I didn't have a choice. Oh yeah, I see you guys, I see you guys.
Was it a 5-star meal?
Wait, at spawn?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm dead, I'm dead!
Then watch out.
You're not dead, bro. You're not dropping.
Just save your life, just save your life, bro.
Hey, are they like feathering or some weird? Or am I good to use them?
Oh my god.
It was just him losing you.
No chance, bro.
Sharu is absurd.
You're a bot, bro. How do you bot
No
that
way,
hard,
dumb
bro?
dies to Sharu. What?
What is the lore behind this? What do you mean that just happened in big 2023?
This was the final straw. I listened to everybody fight for a few minutes, but to be honest, I was too defeated to keep playing. And so, I logged off. I ended up taking a break from the server for the remainder of guest week. Harmony, the player who has been holding Ender ever since Midnight died, decided to throw it into the void, which brought the server into a state of temporary peace. I had no clue if Sharu was still getting more players under IOUs, and to be honest, I didn't care. It was clear that there was nothing I could do while under Sharu's control, and I had fully given up on stopping the apocalypse. That is until...
What the hell was Infused Disciple, bro?
What's infused? What? What do you mean infused disciple?
Bro! What the hell was this freaky ass message, bro?
Is that an actual legit thing, or is that?
I would assume so. What am I looking at, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's scary, bro. What the?
The first sentence is the end of all things is near. That's what it is.
I heard that as well, but I mean, I won't lie, like, this does have the name Sharu written all over it. To say that this was weird would be an understatement. This video was incredibly cryptic, and it was very obvious that it was the start to some sort of hunt. To who or to what, we weren't sure of yet.
This is currently what I'm doing. I'm taking.
You're Despite everyone joking around, this video seriously gave me an immense feeling of dread. It literally opens with "the end of all things is near" in an incredibly creepy AI voice. Our server had been up for around 8 months at this point, so someone trying to end it wasn't out of the question. Maybe my dreams of stopping the apocalypse weren't over just yet. But for now, I couldn't worry about that, as everyone's main goal was to discover the true meaning of this video.
Wait, whoever.
Wait. Hold up. Chill. Genuine idea. What if it's like a poem of some sort, like a pre-existing poem? Look up.
Man, there's more.
Look up the first. Look up. Wait, what is the first? What is the first thing? What is the?
The end of all things is near.
The end of all things.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna look that up. Wait. Play it again. Therefore, be alert and of sober mind. Oh my god, I got it. It's a Bible verse. I got it.
What?
It's a Bible verse. Check no mic.
Let's see.
The end of all things.
Oh yeah,
is near.
that makes it. Yeah.
Therefore, be alert and of sober mind, so that you may pray.
Oh yeah, I got it. Other one's another Bible verse.
Terrifying.
I quickly discovered the first part of the video was split into 2 separate Bible verses. One Peter 4:7 and Matthew 18:20. The main thing that stuck out to me was the numbers. 147, 18:20. Coordinates.
Look at the 2 verses. Look at the 2 verses. It says it's 147.
We can convert them to chords.
True. So 147, 1820. Let's go to there.
Let's go.
Hold on, wait for.
Alright, I'm here, and this is literally the gunpowder farm. There's nothing here.
That doesn't sound very trustworthy.
Is it a landmark? It's literally the gunpowder farm. It's a landmark.
No, it's by the gunpowder farm. Let me go to the actual chords.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, wait, I see a hole down. Alright, let's go down. I'm going down. I'll go.
Literally everyone.
Oh, it's a creeper.
I got a book.
What is it? What is it?
Okay. Screenshot right now. Okay.
Wait. Let me switch my recording.
Cause and effect. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Stop talking.
Okay, the elements grant immense power are desired by all, but the first 4 to be harnessed were bottled and scattered among mortals, diffusing their potency. Even still, these elements were a blessing to all who held them. But a player's hunger for power is insatiable. They sought to imbue themselves with more potent elements not yet revealed. Those who wielded the 8 found their abilities unrivaled, thus they deemed them necessary for survival. Yet there is one that is unlike the rest, one bestowed only to the worthy.
This book was a bunch of yap about the Ender effect, which, like, whatever. But more importantly, it proved that whoever the disciple was, they were an actual member of the server. It also gave us a lead. Yeah, go back. Let's do that.
INFAMOUS. Where's S?
So JJ's behind this whole thing. Let's go. Let's get it in. Infamous JJ was the owner of the infusesmp for 2 years, till a few months ago when he left. The disciple was trying to tell us that he had something to do with this. We just needed to put the pieces together.
Wait, hold on. Are we just ignoring like the Morse code?
Actually,
bro, how are we meant to
we need to analyze that.
How are we meant to decipher that? The Morse code that he's talking about is in reference to the second half of the video. I'd assumed that this was some sort of Morse code we were meant to decipher, which would have been incredibly difficult. It was way more likely that the actual answer needed a spectrogram. Oh, you know, because this is a poem, bro. This is a poem.
Wait, no,
We're
is your-
bricks.
yeah, mine's very-
Look.
Revelation. Yeah, it's Revelation. They spoke.
So what are we meant to do with that?
Yeah, that's the end of the world in the Bible.
What are we meant to do with that, Jay? We were all rightfully confused. We had a person, an effect, and a word, with zero idea on what to do with any of them. So I decided to send JJ a DM asking if he knew anything. But since he wasn't even a member of the server anymore, infamous JJ. It was more of a shot in the dark. We had officially hit a dead end. We spent the next 2 hours of our lives scouring each and every inch of the server, looking for any clues that could keep us pushing forward. We checked old notable locations. Oh my god! We're dead! Hold on, there's a creeper. Watch out, guys. Be careful. Crouch through here. There could be somebody watching. Different dimensions.
Is that the clue?
Yo! The pigs!
Get out! And tried some questionable things.
There's nothing underneath the island.
What I just sent is all of this.
Yeah. Insta-delight.
What are you cooking?
Oh, he's onto something.
Wait, what are you cooking?
Wait, they scramble it. Wait.
Bro, what you mean to scramble?
It was very apparent that we were rapidly losing our minds.
The same day that we remove Ender too.
That's crazy, the timing of it, like, But despite all of this, only one thing was on mine, and that was who was behind all of this. To me, it was clear as day who the disciple was, but for now, it seemed nobody saw it the same way that I did. Exposing the disciple's true identity would have to wait though, as we were all about to make a shocking discovery. I'm low-key clocking that I'm just not intelligent enough for this.
Wait, guys, I actually have a good idea.
What?
If you say some bullshit, bro,
No, actually, I'm just saying a concept, because I was talking to Arkin, right? I was saying, like, is this a server-side thing or finale-side thing? He's like saying, oh, I don't know. Why are the effects slowly crumbling, bro? Just think about that for a second.
Oh, that's...
To understand what he means, we'll have to go back a few days ago. Oh, did speed dash get buffed? I actually noticed. Wait, let's try it out. Oh! While messing around at spawn, we all noticed that the speed effect's dash was way weaker than it normally was. Let's have a race. Let's see who can get further with speed dash.
Okay.
Whose speed dash is bigger?
2,
1.
Oh, that's actually that was a close one.
We're not dumb one.
I won. At the time, we were laughing and joking about it. But if the disciple was somehow breaking our plugin, well, then there wouldn't be anything to joke about.
Like, speed stopped working.
And he wouldn't want to
is stopping working.
And he wouldn't want to fix it.
Speed dash doesn't work as well. A heart spark doesn't
It's
work.
all
A feather spark was broken. Like, the effects are just slowly, like, breaking.
I'm pretty sure when I was watching Sans and Dolphin 1v1, I was watching with health mods because I was curious. Sorry, I know I'm a cheater, dirty cheater, shut up. But I saw Dolphin heart spark and it didn't heal it.
Wait, guys, is haste meant to be the spam hit again, Dom, or is it meant to be like
It's meant to
the
be
one
spam
that's like?
hit. It's meant to be spam hit.
Are you
Is it?
sure it's meant to be spam hit?
We changed it back. Is it
Look
not a spam
at
hit?
my screen share.
Holy,
Look at my screen
the
share.
effects are breaking. What the?
I'm telling you, they're breaking.
The effects are breaking.
That's what I'm saying.
What the? Yo! Wait, no,
Look at
spark.
my screen share. Because earlier when I put on haste. Yeah, earlier when I put on haste and I sparked.
Oh my god.
It's not spam.
No, the effects are breaking. The effects are literally breaking. This confirmed it. The haste effect normally gave you haste 100, which allowed you to spam click your attacks. If it was no longer doing that, on top of all the other evidence we had gathered, it seemed that we were correct. Our server was crumbling in front of our faces. If the disciple had the power to literally break our plugin, who knows what other insane abilities they wanted to use to destroy the server. Even though my main suspect was Sharu, everything he had done so far didn't even compare to what the disciple was doing now, and I knew that this was finally my chance to make up for what I had done. But if I want to stop the disciple, I'm gonna need to figure out why they're giving us all these clues in the first place. The next morning, JJ responded to my DMs, and as I expected, had zero idea what I was talking about. I sent it in our Discord server and moved on with my morning. But funnily enough, around 30 minutes later, I saw this tweet. Everyone seemed to think it was referring to a suspect we've overlooked.
Midnight, I'm sorry, but he's just too dumb to be able to say this.
But that's what I was thinking. He's the one we doubt, isn't he not?
But I had a feeling it was referring to JJ. So while everyone was throwing around meaningless accusations trying to expose the disciple,
if you check everyone's shaders and they have a matching one, then like then we caught them, right?
Wait, Arkin, share your entire screen right now. Share your entire screen right now.
Wait, is
go to your Adobe folder.
Uh-oh.
Wait, can you send me the artlist.songs.zip folder? I need to make sure there's nothing bad in there.
Yeah. I'm not clicking on that, bro.
Okay. Wait, what are the docs? What are the docs?
That will dox my full name.
Yeah.
Your
full name is Arkin Disciple.
I'm just not. I spent my time thinking about what we were meant to do with JJ and trying to get everyone back on track.
That reminded me.
I'm not gonna lie, I was up until like 5 a.m. last night, and every single like 5 minutes I was checking tab lists to see if anyone would log on, and nobody logged on.
Because I don't think
if it is somebody,
it's
somebody who's already logged on.
I don't think it has okay. I think obsessing over their identity, like what would we gain from figuring out who they are? We would just know. Like at the end of the day, like our effects are still broken. We don't know what this person is capable of. Obviously, if they are, destroying our effects, then there's probably way more in store for us than just that. I think even if we do figure out who they are, it's gonna get us nowhere. I was starting to get really annoyed with everyone. And with everybody getting so restless, we needed something big to happen to push everyone back in the right direction.
Oh, it's Danny, you just said.
They just tweeted 6 minutes ago, bro.
But they did not.
Yes, they did.
Oh, they did.
Ask and it will be given to you.
Hold on. I
Seek
gotta
and you will find.
record it,
Knock
bro.
and it will be open to you.
Oh.
Is that supposed to be?
Oh, so they're actually online right now. Okay, well this isn't exactly what I had in mind, but it works. Another hint, this time from a direct source. Something about the timing of this was off though. Ask and it will, okay,
Right,
no, Jaylee,
VC.
have you clocked? That is a direct response to what we were complaining about.
What?
Sure. When we were talking about, like, oh, if the one that we doubt, like, what are we meant to do? I doubt you. How are we meant to, like, get anything from that? That is a direct response to when we were saying that. It was almost as if the disciple was in our VC, listening to our complaints and helping us. But As I just mentioned, solving the disciple's identity would accomplish nothing, so I decided to continue investigating the clues. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you.
We gotta go knock on the door, guys.
That is another verse, by the way. I'd like to let that be known.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah, it is.
There's nothing here, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if it's meant to be chords again or if we're meant to genuinely take what they said at face value. Cause what if we take it like when we were talking about the last Twitter post they made? It said the one you doubt has something to hide, and we kind of had that like the talk about what is that meant to give us? If somebody has something to hide, how are we meant to like?
Yeah, I said like, what if we find the person who has something to hide? Like, wouldn't they just reveal themselves? Hold on.
Maybe that is a response to
what I said.
What we said. Yeah. Where if we find a person that has something to hide, we're genuinely just meant to ask them and they'll tell us. Like they knew beforehand that they were meant to give the clue. Apart from my small hunch about JJ, we were stuck again. But help would arrive yet again from the one we least expected.
Go and fight somebody? We're solving a
puzzle. 56 seconds ago.
What?
Wait, what?
Stop.
Judge not, that ye be not judged. 56 seconds ago.
So they have to be online.
The disciple knew we were stuck, and was very obviously one of the members in the call. The censurer was live at the time. My suspicions of him began to waver. We spent around an hour desperately checking random locations, and began to lose our minds once again. But eventually, we accidentally stumbled onto our next hint.
If we can check time zones to when they followed me on Twitter, that could give us a really, like, we need to check who has really solid alibis.
Wait. Wasn't it
'Cause
7?
they just Sorry, what do you... Oh yeah, they
followed someone else.
Wait.
They followed JJ. They followed JJ.
What?
They just followed JJ. At this point, everyone started to realize that we should probably stop overlooking the JJ stuff. So I sent him another DM and we all continued to discuss what to do next.
But no, before we hear you out, what's the link to JJ? What, he was an excellent fuse owner? That doesn't make sense.
No, the link is that they're quite literally the book that we found that let us
his name.
It
has his name.
I know that, but do you not think if it was JJ, he would have had a clip, you would have had a hint or something? All right, look at that screenshot you got sent.
But tell me exactly.
No. What if he was the one? He was the one that we're doubting. We gotta press him a little harder.
Well, what is that? What if that's the red herring of all time? Like, were you guys doubting JJ?
If it's the red herring, then like whatever, bro. Like the only reason we no, think about it. That tweet got posted like maybe like 30 minutes after I sent that screenshot in general, where I was like, yeah, nah, JJ ain't doing shit for us, bro. And then everyone started yapping again.
Okay, this might be a stretch, but JJ did tweet like an hour before its disciple stuff started a certain Kendrick song, literally called Reincarnated.
Oh my god.
So I don't know.
Reincarnated. I was stargazing on the infusesmp at the course -500. This was seriously becoming annoying. The disciple was giving us incredibly obvious clues leading to JJ.
Yeah, capitalized Matthew. That's how you capitalize the name, mate.
No. I'm not talking about that. In the top search bar.
JJ. The Miss JJ. Okay.
But JJ was very clearly not involved and just trolling me. Bro, this kid is giving me nothing. This kid. And if he somehow had any involvement, his information was locked. We just needed to find the key. Bro, what is this? What is this?
How did you make it?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Revelation is the key?
Okay, I didn't mean that literally. Honestly, I'm just embarrassed. The fact that it took us 5 extra clues to understand when we could have figured this out in 30 minutes is just kind of sad. We had a person, an effect, and a word, with zero idea on what to do with any. But above all else, we finally had our answer.
Over my game the entire time, meaning like my footage is just grooved, but it's fine.
End the cycle, period.
Oh, so when...
The cycle?
And... Wait, what?
Yeah, we were still very, very lost. We weren't really sure what cycle JJ could be talking about or how we were meant to end it. I think that means maybe let's say, right? There's a way that we're meant to stop this, right? What if we Yep.
Got it.
Yep. That's all you got. Maybe
When's
we
all
should
the
stop
times
this.
that,
Well
like-
done.
Alright, bro, we lost already. Is that everything? You think Elon Musk jumping has something to do with it? But suddenly, we brightened it. Key revelation.
Oh! Stop! I found it! I found it! I actually 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 found it! Stop!
Wait,
A unique element bestowed only to the worthy. The root of its endless power lies in its solidarity, impossible to replicate and fully concentrated in a single bottle. We've seen its devastation firsthand, sparking numerous wars and claiming countless lives. Worst of all, it seems to corrupt the minds of those who desire it most. What starts as a burning jealousy ends in madness, consumed by their obsession. They devised a plan. They would commit an abomination.
What the fuck?
Everyone was so distracted by the contents of the book, nobody but me seemed to realize how odd Sharu discovering this book truly was. The book was hidden directly under the end portal, which is odd since our most recent clue told us to break the cycle. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't find a way to link breaking the cycle to finding a random book under the island. Either this was an extremely weird coincidence, or my suspicions about Sharu were more than just speculation. But the coincidences were about to get a whole lot weirder.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Okay, apparently we're holding.
Hold your horses!
Oh, new Apophis tweet has not dropped.
Stop! What?
This creature's... You're such a what?
To save our world, you must unite. We are united. We are united.
We're so united, bro. What are you saying? Direct words from the disciple. But that wasn't the end. One by one, we all began to receive encrypted DMs. And by decoding them, we slowly but surely began to reveal a poem.
To save our world, you must unite.
Let the whole world see our light.
Rise as one or fall as many.
A future shared, not held by any.
Pick one of each, the chosen few.
For 13 parts shall make us new.
We managed to complete this much of the poem, but all of our progress was about to be fully derailed.
It's been seen.
What has been seen?
My message. He just said.
Nope.
Just screen share, Squid.
You can't because he's sending himself the messages.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now, but...
A member named Only a Squid was sent a fragment of the poem. Squid then asked the disciple for another part of the poem, which the disciple actually ended up giving to him. I shouldn't even need to say why this is weird. The disciple just giving out information simply by being asked? Combining that with Squid's reputation of destroying servers, and suddenly every person in the call began to turn on him.
Screen share, bro. Stop sending yourself messages.
The key turns in the lock.
Yeah, Squid, I'm gonna be real. This is Squiddy, bro.
Squid's sending himself messages and not even screen share.
Squid,
How come
screen
Squid is
share
getting all of
okay,
them?
Squid, revelation.
You still need me to screen share.
Yeah, screen share everything. Now you spent 10 years clearing it and proving it's not you.
Arch and Sam believe Squid was sending himself messages to further us along in the hunt. Hence why it took him so long to open up his screen share. He was spending that time deleting the evidence.
Very respectfully, can you press Control Shift and T?
Control Shift.
Is he screen sharing his entire screen?
Control Shift T opens the most recent tab you've closed on your browser. If Squid pressed it and it opened up his history or Twitter, then Arch and Sam's suspicions were true.
Poor Unk's gonna hit the oh shoot. I didn't know he did that.
No, there's you have multiple windows open.
Yeah, Squid, he has multiple windows open and he's on the second screen right now.
You know what's on the second one?
Why were you on your history?
I had this one because he made me do history.
No, I said Control Shift T. Press Control Shift and T.
That makes me pull history. It's right here.
No,
if Control Shift T opens up history, then that means the last thing he opened was the history tab.
Oh my god, yeah, because Control Shift T brings back the last tab, meaning you were on your history.
That means that you were on your history, meaning you deleted something.
Yeah, cool. So Squiddy, we now know it's you. So can you just tell us the clues now? You've browned it up.
Google Translate.
I mean, sadly, I told the Unk not to screen share.
I was genuinely shocked. To have the disciple's identity revealed to something as stupid as 3 keys on a keyboard, I didn't really know what to say or do. Not to mention, I was 100% positive it was Sharu, so I had no idea where to go from here.
What I'm saying is, it took Sam Live and Arch Damage like 5 seconds of locking in for real to figure this entire thing out. You're welcome.
No, but again, that doesn't achieve anything, bro. Like, okay, we know it's good, but so what, bro?
Listen, there has to be like another person. Squid, who was the? Don't
Sorry,
tell me
Drew,
if
but
it
I'm
wasn't you,
disciple.
but who was the person that edited it?
I can't tell
How
you.
was it? How was it?
No,
you?
it's-
Whoa,
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 I'm telling you,
This is
Squid
someone
is
else,
a part
someone
of it.
else.
Squid is a part of it. And
Yeah, we already
What do you-
established it's a group, so it's fine.
Hold up. What do you...
You have not caught the disciple.
So turns out, Squid wasn't the disciple, or at least, that's what he was telling us. Above all else, I was more scared for what he was about to do. Wait, Squid what? No. Hold up, listen, no. We talked about this at the start. The disciple is a follower. They were following Squid. Squid's the guy that's gonna end the server. The disciple is simply the one telling us how it's gonna happen.
Listen, I do have a preparation for this. I just need a second to,
What is this guy doing? I'm scared. My theory was correct. Whatever preparation Squid was preparing could be bad news. I'd like to say Squiddy is dead silent, by the way. He said he was gonna prepare. He said he was prepared for this, and then went radio silent.
Also,
Yo,
Squid, do you have to do
GG
with
finale.
anything?
We can just end it right now.
Do you have anything to do with the plug and reload?
Do you think it's over?
It hasn't even started.
Shut that sh-
But
it was over, didn't you?
No, shut up. I told y'all this was gonna happen, bro. I said, don't look into their identity, because what if we expose them and then we just, like, let them loose, bro? Like,
Yeah.
I told y'all this was gonna happen. I've been trying to tell y'all to not outfit this whole time, bro.
always been my fault.
And what happens when you guys press him too hard? Guess what? He's gonna pull up the spawn with infinite items and we're gonna die.
We're gonna be all dead.
We're dead.
You guys, pull up the spawn. Away from me.
Oh, no, I'm leaving.
Stop! To say that we were freaking out was an understatement. Who knows what kind of crazy power Squid could pull up with, and what crazy abilities he could unleash on us. If he had the ability to literally break our plugin, then our server could end right here, right now, and there would be no way for us to stop.
He's right here.
He's waiting for the orbital strike candidate.
What?
I am the prophet.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on. Are you like a still guy?
So he's low. Everybody's low.
Check it out. Check it out. What?
Okay.
So what does this mean?
What does that mean?
I'm now your humble guide.
So Squid wasn't an evil killer hellbent on destroying the world, but instead a peaceful guide named the Prophet who cleared his entire E-chest and was now going to help us through the end of times?
Bro, take a boat, arm yourself, dog.
And
don't let them catch you lacking.
Stay strapped.
No, he doesn't need weapons.
Stay strapped, dog.
He doesn't need weapons and armor.
I don't need it. Thank you, though.
I mean, this guy wouldn't even pick up a weapon.
As your guide, I do need to help you guys. I'm here to help you. Which is to survive the end times.
Yeah.
Which means you gotta prepare.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
Do we know?
We need to prepare for the final days.
Something was seriously wrong. This prophet guy lied to us for 2 entire days and now expected us to believe he was all friendly, but it seems that I wasn't the only one with these suspicions.
To get you guys prepared, we gotta do a lot of work. But we'll get there.
Why should we trust you? Why?
Yeah, why should we trust you?
Yeah, this is issue your plan
in the void, bro.
For all we know, you could just be leading us on another like goose chase.
No, how do we know? No. How do you know that this isn't a part of your plan to
Alright,
just, like,
so-
make us destroy the server for you?
Well, to some extent, I couldn't help but agree with Sharu here. Looking at it logically, there was zero reason to trust this guy at all. But I knew this wasn't over, and the Prophet was our only source of information that we had, and so I made a choice. I believe you, Prophet. I believe you.
Yeah.
Yay, friends! And we are united. This is what it's all about.
Guys.
Everyone
I don't know
together.
if we should be
3,
united.
2, 1. Infuse. Yeah. My intuition was telling me that even if Squid wasn't the most trustworthy guy, there was a far greater threat out there still looming. So if I wanted to save the server, I needed to find a way to unite everyone, and that included the Prophet. And that all starts with finding out exactly how he's gonna guide us.
How can we prepare for what's coming for us?
We need to build a vault, a bunker.
Squid wanted us to construct a giant doomsday bunker, so my next step was seeing if I could get any more information on why, and what exactly is on the way. Listen, I know you might be like a chill guy, but like, is there anything that we need to be afraid of right now?
Yeah, because if you know, if you're on our side and you know what's coming.
Yeah, can you let it, like, I mean, you don't have to tell me explicitly, but like, should we be afraid?
Very much so. You need a bunker.
Alright. Do you think this spot will suffice?
If we tear out the walls and actually fill it to the brim with gear, yes.
Gear?
What gear?
But we're actually gonna fight. But we're fighting the
A gear bunker. A place for us to all re-gear as many times as we need. At this point, everyone realized that the massive threat on the way was the Disciple himself. But if Squid wanted us to make a vault capable of re-gearing us over and over again, it meant that the Disciple had the power to take on the entire server and kill all of us repeatedly. If we're meant to unite as one,
that means
what if I'm saying, what if we all just dump our ECHS into this vault and make like genuinely like the most like stacked
I'm
place in the
down.
entire server?
I'm down.
By the way, that is the play.
If y'all are
That is the play.
Thank you. There's around 15 of us, so that's absolutely terrifying. But our situation was about to get a whole lot more grim.
Guys,
it's not like
guys.
Well, I mean, it's a bunker.
Guys. Feather,
How am I
Fortnite
taking fall damage?
It's not working anymore. Yeah, Feather.
Wait, yeah. Invis doesn't make you invis. Invis doesn't make you invis.
Wait, so everything's just disabled?
Are they just fully broken?
I don't have speed with speed. I don't have speed.
A lot of all the effects got sent to quote unquote stage 2.
Yeah, shut that.
So okay, Squid. Genuinely, like with no effects, how are we meant to like stop this threat that's coming? Squid, how are we meant to stop a threat when we have nothing?
Just gotta build the bunker.
Okay, well thanks. So not only did the Disciples somehow have a way to 1v the entire server, but our effects were basically fully broken at this point, meaning that we'd have to find another way to stop them without our superpowers. But I'm gonna deal with that when we get there. So for now, everyone began working on the bunker.
Everyone follow me. Follow me to the bunker. Let's go.
I know I'm the prophet and all, but can we get Arkin to like design and build this thing?
Oh,
please. If he wants to get to work, go ahead, man.
Get to work. Get to work, Arkin. Get to work.
I mean, I was gonna do it, but I mean, if Arkin really wants to, man, it's all you, man.
And now, with the best builder on the server cooking up a design, we began to dig out an area for the base using TNT, which went about as well as you'd expect it.
All right, Sean, let's run it.
Oh,
Run.
Oh, no.
Wait, who has effects?
Oh,
my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god,
dog! In this moment, I realized that for the first time ever, the server was truly united. Nobody was fighting, everyone was working towards the same goal, and at least for this brief moment, everything was perfect. I had been so wrapped up in this Disciple stuff that I completely forgot about Sharu and his IOUs. Given his past, he was still my top suspect to be the Disciple, but he had really helped out a lot during the scavenger hunt, and I was starting to trust him again. New bonds aside, after clearing out a massive area for the bunker, we kinda had nothing to do while we waited for Arkin to finish the design, so Squid decided to give us a task to complete in the meantime.
You shall get 1 shoulder box of every effect.
One shoulder box of every effect?
Sly works.
Please tell me you're that.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
All right, so what if we don't? So what if we don't?
That's light.
If you don't, then you miss out on something and then you die.
All right, lock in.
Alright, we're doomed. These effects are expensive. Like, really, really expensive. But Squid said he had something to reveal about the Disciple if we completed it. So we really had no choice. We needed to find any possible advantage against them. There are 12 effects in total, and luckily Storms had already grinded a shulker of 3 of them in the past, meaning that we only had the primary effects to do and 1 secondary. So after pooling together all our primaries, we realized that we only had one of them fully completed. There's no way that's all the effects we have. We're cooked.
Do we have to, bro? That's.
We're gonna have to craft so much. So we decided to split up to gather the rest of the materials to craft everything. A while back, I had built a goat farm, so I was tasked with completing all of the feather effects. But on my way out, I impulsively made a decision.
Also, someone get feathers too. Someone get feathers. We can complete.
There's actually so much loot. Like, not gear, but just.
See, while organizing all our gear, I decided to ask Squid a question.
We're cooked when I say we're cooked.
How strong
You said it, man.
would you say our op is? Would you say stronger than Apophis, like all three, or?
Stronger than all the three of Apophis, plus anything, plus...
Yeah, I'm dipping, bro.
Plus everything. Stronger than any conflict, any team.
I was trying to think of how one player could possibly obtain that type of power, and after remembering a specific clue from the scavenger hunt, I began to develop a truly terrifying theory. Netherite isn't allowed on the server, but if my theory was correct, the only way we were going to be able to win was by cheating. But that's a problem for Futurdom. So for now, I headed to the goat farm to collect the goat horns.
Bro,
I genuinely knew,
totally
bro.
willing to
I knew
commit,
I was
like,
gonna need this.
99%
Need what,
of
though?
the stuff.
The goat farm, bro.
Which one?
I knew I would need this one day.
Which goat farm?
Well, they didn't make a farm of me yet, so it's an actual goat farm.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
And during the time I spent AFKing the farm, the rest of the server managed to complete all but a few effects. So while chipping away at the remaining invisibility effects, we finally realized the behemoth still remaining.
Okay. Thunder.
I don't have an invis on me. That's tragic.
Thunder needs 10 more.
We need to get generations of Nautilus shells.
How will be doing that? Don't even know how to get a Nautilus shell.
The Nautilus shells were required for the remaining ocean and frost effects that we didn't have, and in total we needed around 90. It was going to suck, but nobody seemed to want to do it, and if I wanted to get that information from the Prophet and stop the apocalypse, it was something I was going to have to do. So, I booted up a live stream to keep myself entertained and started grinding. And oh boy, grinding I did, for 3 entire hours of my life. Listen, to some of you 3 hours might not sound that bad, but you have to understand. I had been on Minecraft since 8 in the morning. It was 5 p.m. Go back to 41 minutes into the video where I was talking about the JJ stuff. We're still on that day. Everything from there till now all happened in the span of like 8 hours. All I wanted to do was get off. But eventually, after hours of grinding, we finally had the final few materials to craft the few missing effects, and it was finally time to find out what Squid wanted to show us.
And
put it in.
Ta-da! Boom.
Yeah.
We're done.
We have a shulker box of every effect.
Oh,
Finally, bro.
All right, let's go.
Wait, what? We're going
Oh,
somewhere?
Where's he taking us now, bro?
Yeah, call me.
Oh.
Yo, don't fall in the lava. I promise it's in suspect 5 hours. Just please.
Oh,
I know where we're going.
No.
Interesting.
I'm scared, bro.
This portal was far too familiar. We were going to the end. My theory about the disciple was correct. If you remember during the hunt, Sharu randomly found a book under the End Island, the 13th effect. That book was very obviously talking about the Ender effect, and since then it's been at the back of my mind. Why would the disciple show us that? Well, the moment we entered the End, I finally figured out why. When we arrived at the location Squid brought us to, all that awaited us was a staircase.
Should we just go? Okay, bye.
Let's go in.
Oh! There's nothing!
He was right. There was nothing. And that was exactly the problem. Next to the missing items, we found a maze. And hidden inside the maze, we found...
Ty, you actually just...
Wait, hold on,
go back up. I just found a book. I just found a book. Regarding Apophis. Regarding Apophis.
Oh, what?
Ty just knocked me into the void. I put on a light shot, I see a chest, and it has a book.
Okay, open.
Okay. Ambition to save the server is what corrupted their hearts into tampering with the forbidden. Their efforts led them to discovering how to bend the rules of the universe to their will. Through their lies and manipulation, they ascended. Gods among mortals, they sought to rebuild the world as they saw it fit, creating a mockery of the elements, an element of darkness made from the unholy fusion of all. Had they gotten their way, their reign of shadow never would have ended. Yet their hubris became their downfall.
I guess it's time I finally tell you the true story on why I want to save the server so badly. The true story of Apophis. Sharu, Sam, and I were angry at the server, angry at the constant pointless wars over the effects. We tried to ruin the economy by duping the effects and ruining their value, but that didn't work. The people just fought back, so we took it a step further. We obtained a backdoor, turned ourselves into gods, and made it our goal to remove every effect on the server. As I mentioned before, we snuck in 3 sets of netherite armor and netherite tools, and 3 of the strongest effect ever created. The Apophis effect. Created out of true hatred, it truly was the strongest effect anyone had ever seen. It was an abomination, containing parts of every single effect. Strength, haste, extra hearts, fire resistance, dolphin's grace, and to top it all off, a spark that literally blinds your opponent's health bar. With our netherite sets and overpowered creation, we began going on a rampage, killing every player in sight, and actually making good progress towards destroying every effect. But just as suddenly as it all began, when we died, our loot scattered. Everything had been accounted for and removed by the admins, except for 1 netherite set and 1 Apophis effect. Squid had accidentally leaked that he had this vault in the end with the remaining Apophis items months ago, but now it was stolen, meaning that right now on the server, the Disciple is among us with the 2 strongest effects in history. After that reveal, we all headed back to the bunker and began logging off, except for Squid, Sean, and myself, who ended up staying up nearly all night completing Arkan's design, which I didn't record for some reason. But we now finally had a finished vault. At least we had that, right? Right? Literally everything is gone, bro. I was with Storms, and we realized that literally everything is gone. Like, we were like, okay, let's sort all the stuff for everyone. And literally everything, it does, but where is
we got all of this? We got every single effect in the game, and dumped our entire chests, every single player.
Yeah.
And now it's all gone.
Everything in our bunker was stolen overnight. All of the effects we grinded, and all of our loot pulled from our chests completely vanished. All that was left behind was a chest and a book. Yeah, so I just went, so all of our is gone in the vault, by the way. All of our is gone in the vault. And I come up above, there's a book at spawn called Run It Back. This weapon should have never existed, yet it keeps finding its way back into our world. Its power is truly terrifying. Entire armies flee at the sight of a mace wielder, fearing the skies. And as you all know, such weapons only amplify the user's innate abilities. In the hands of the most powerful player, a single mace could even be strong enough to subjugate the elements. It's for this very reason that this one tormentous item was destroyed once and for all, ensuring that day will never come. The mace. The strongest weapon in all of Minecraft. That book wasn't exaggerating at all. When the mace was on our server, it gave the wielder enough power to defeat entire teams on their own. I'd go as far to say it was as strong as the Ender effect and the Apophis effect combined. Storms and I knew it better than anyone here. We had spent actual weeks trying to get the mace ourselves, trying to rip it from those who used it for evil, including the Prophet himself. If the Disciple had a mace on top of all of their other powers, then we might as well just give up now. But we had a way bigger problem at hand, and that was the fact that everything we owned was now gone. The combined loot of over 10 people and a shulker box of every single effect. Okay, let's actually clock in.
Can we tap in, bro?
Let's actually clock in. Because if I don't get my shit back, I promise you, like, I'm never playing this server again. Like,
thankfully, I'm a smart little boy, and I didn't pull my shit away like a dumb.
Me too, bro. Don't worry, I still have stuff.
Well, to be fair, I put all my
No,
shulkers down, but I made sure to have the backup.
all I wanted was to try and unite the server, bro. Like I
So
just
did I,
Bro,
but I knew.
chill. This shit will
Could
get
it be
us
just that
nowhere.
easy?
74.0 and 0.8. They're probably not chords, and the decimal at the end means
Alright, well,
something.
we have to clock. 0.8 means something. It can't be the letter down. It can't be a chord. It can't be.
I know that was a joke.
What is there 0.8 of? Like, what is there a decimal in? Like, what realistically?
Maybe it's nether chords?
Squiddy's pincher.
No, why would
Nether
there?
chords don't.
Because they get multiplied by 8.
What if we go 74 blocks from this chest? Alright, someone go 74 blocks that way, someone go 74 blocks that way, someone go 74 blocks that way.
You're very respectful.
2.
Wait. Could it be like degrees, like angle, like an angle from like?
Wait,
the
red wrap video, like the red wrap video.
While in the F3 menu, you can see exactly the position you're orienting your camera in, which was the only way we could produce the numbers seen in the book. So we decided to face our camera that way and move in a straight line from the chest.
I was just saying that's the one thing.
Direction we look, and then the.
That's what I was thinking.
That's the one thing that stood out to me.
Okay, it's location. It's location, Sam. Left models and it's location. It's
this way. That might be a bigger
think
reach
of
than this.
genuinely everything.
I'm literally just.
Shut that up! I found something.
What?
Okay, so basically, if you go that way, there's a big tower, and you go in there. It takes you to the end portal room, and then it says on a sign, "Montres Armondi Vortre Lima" or something.
Where are you, Arch?
Which actually ended up working.
Aiming to, because I mean 0.8 means it's going slightly downwards. It means it's underground.
Oh, I feel like.
Alright, translate. Show your
literally-
light to the world.
An idea.
Show your light to the world.
Show the world your light.
That means
That
means to stream.
Yeah.
That means to stream.
Oh, that does mean.
That's
stream.
what I meant last time.
I will not be doing that.
We had seen the phrase showing the world our light from the poem from early, which Squid later revealed meant that he just wanted us to live stream solving the clues. Nobody really wanted to do it, so I just decided to bite the bullet and do it myself.
When was the last time we went to the end?
I'll do it. No, I'll do it.
Okay,
Does that mean we get like something new, or?
I'm guessing something should happen in a bit. Let's just wait.
That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, what if we were just meant to go into the end the whole time?
Yeah, I feel like.
Okay, let's go.
I'm terrified, bro. We're dead.
I gotta kill
Social
her.
special.
The disciple kept giving us clues, but none of them really made much sense to us.
Another one?
Or what?
Needs to be seen lies in the void.
Oh, so we have to go to the bottom of the void, is what I'm hearing, basically.
Let's go on the
Literally what I was about to
I
say.
don't have
That's literally what I was
rockets.
about
They kind of just kept unraveling their own puzzle, which was kind of weird, and I wasn't really sure why. New tweet.
Yeah.
Hidden in plain sight.
Well, what the fuck does that mean, you piece of shit?
Wait. Yeah, the bio was changed a while ago, right? Because I just realized
No,
about
it
it
just
now.
got changed just now. It just got changed just
Did it?
now.
Your gear is gone and remains 3,000. Stone and andesite surrounds it.
Oh, so yeah, it did
Okay,
just
so-
change. I swear I wasn't tweaking.
If the disciple had spent all this time stealing our gear, why were they speedrunning their own hunt so fast? Maybe this all had another motive.
So it's like.
You post.
Or maybe he's using
Yeah.
proper English.
No, bro.
Oh, yeah.
guys,
he
a
post.
poem. Another poem, guys.
You post.
Oh.
I'll read it. A streak of fire.
Flame frag.
Yeah, something was seriously wrong. The only clue we had solved on our own was the very first one, and all we were really doing was arguing a bunch.
Arch,
Like he said.
with the yeah, bro. All you do is yeah.
Respectfully,
That sounds
you're
like-
only here for another 20 minutes before I
That's
ban you
a
from
chord,
life. Alright, now let me.
Dude, I'm here. Strife Base is literally a building of stone and andesite.
Stop.
Wait,
Is it actually?
for us.
Wait,
Wait for us.
And it's like-
that's one ender. That's
Wait for
an article ender. That's an article ender. 'cause you
Oh
killed
my
the-
god, it's also 3,000
We're
blocks
Arch got
away from
Ender
spawn.
and we're
It's
midnight.
also 3,000.
Yeah, it's like 2 point.
So are we
It's
going?
2K. It's like
I
2.7
did, guys. I did just find
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
for the meteor.
Oh.
I just
Wait,
found
you did?
Me and
Like,
Squid
there's a
just
barrel.
like looked at each
Did
other.
you
at the
find it or did you
same
make
time.
it, Squid?
I
Oh,
found
Loki
it.
made it. Loki.
You find it and we didn't
Squid,
find
bro,
it.
are you with us or not, bro? Are you with us
Oh
or
wait,
not?
no. He's
I'm
actually
with
not
you.
lying. He's not lying. He's not lying.
What
He's
is in
not
the
lying.
barrel? What is in the barrel?
Alright, everyone go
It's
to
in the
spawn.
meteor, it's in the
Everyone
meteor,
go to
it's in the
spawn.
meteor.
Everyone go to
With the
spawn.
meteor.
Tension was at an all-time high very clearly, and I was really hoping this book would give us some sort of hope. Alright, let's listen. I climbed the hill, my breath grew thin. Each step a war I swore to win. Through storms. Stop.
No!
Through storms that lashed and sun that burned, I reached the peak I thought I'd earned.
What?
The
Oh.
fuck?
We could translate it, bro.
Floor down.
Alright, well, we'll get to that in a sec. We'll get to that in a sec. Yet here I stand, the summit bare, no crown of gold, no soft fanfare. The world below, a silent sprawl, and I, a shadow over it all. But it didn't really do that, so we decided to just ignore it and follow the clue in the disciple's bio, which took us to an old public base. Little did I know, the disciple had been laying a trap, and we were all about to fall directly into it.
I
Apple
killed
was the
Flame.
friends that we... New Twitter post. Among you lies a traitor, one who does everything out of greed. You should exterminate them, but trust them for yourselves.
So do just kill him right now?
Alright, wait.
I'm not that greedy.
Wait, okay.
Okay,
Of course,
Arch, first
has
off,
to
you're a
automate.
dumbass. They just posted wrong choice, so we're cooked. Thank you, Arch Damage, let's go. If we caught and killed the disciple, we would reveal their true identity here and now. But we all had a feeling we wouldn't just get unlimited guesses, so we would have to come to a consensus on who to kill.
Okay.
I'm 99% sure I know who the traitor is, and this Loki just confirmed it.
Wow,
I really do think it's dumb, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling y'all, I think it's dumb. Bro.
Alright, can I spit real quick?
Ty had been suspicious of me for a while now. No, if it's somebody that's here, then that means that they're very afraid to stand still because it'll slightly expose.
Dumb standing still.
Am I standing still? I'm also live streaming.
Dumb standing
Yeah,
still.
and I'm also live streaming, so which like I'm not really sure why, since all I was trying to do was save the server. But he was loud and confident, so I had to find a way to shut him out so he didn't ruin our chances of exposing the disciple.
Okay, wait. I have like one more thing I want to say. I think it's
What?
either dumb or Storms. Because hints earlier were also. Listen, Art, shut up, bro. Hints were leading up to Storms earlier, so.
No, they.
What?
Guys, really quickly, can we just stand near each other?
Listen. Why don't
I
we
assume we get free guesses.
Okay. I think the biggest three suspects by far, I think all of us can
we
agree,
assassinate
are
all three
Dumb,
of them.
Arch, and Storms. How about y'all three?
What the f did I do, dog?
Listen, I'm telling you, one,
Yeah, put it back.
listen,
Okay, cool. Let me
listen,
stick all my
listen,
stuff
listen
in
to
the
me,
chest,
listen to
just
me,
kill me, dog.
listen to me,
Okay, hold
listen
on.
to me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
One, I have 250 levels, so I'm not dying. Two,
Bro, what are you gonna use them for, bro? We have 3 days left.
Literally,
What are you
this
using
is
them
so
for?
stupid. This is
Dumb.
genuinely so.
Dumb. If you have nothing to lose, just die. It's only. What are you gonna do with those?
I do have
levels?
something to lose. I have 250 levels. If I'm being honest, this was probably the worst thing I could have said in this moment. But I figured after all my efforts to save the server thus far, people would start to come around.
Let's start with Arch, okay?
Listen.
Calm down with Dumb.
Give
I'll
me
be
a
honest,
shotgun so
I
I
can
can
clear
put my
Dumb.
stuff in it.
I can clear Dumb, okay?
Okay,
So
well,
either way, if he doesn't want to
kill
die,
him, please,
he doesn't want to die. It's fine, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Alright, so everyone check Twitter now.
Let's see what it
Thank you,
says.
I'm a brick.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
It literally instant 2 out of 3. Oh, my PC is fully frozen.
Well, that's great.
So guess what I told
also
you.
standing still that entire time.
Alright, so that means they literally had it planned. They had that tweet
Go
planned.
back
They had
and
that
look
tweet
at my stream. My is genuinely lagging so hard, bro.
Okay,
I'm
so
trying to
look,
fix it, bro.
The 3 was genuinely like almost sent before we even killed him. That was fine.
Why is Ty killing me?
Really quickly.
I know it's you, bro.
Are you really gonna waste your...
Yes, no,
What if it's wrong? What if it's wrong? What do we do, bro? We're good. We're good.
Listen. This kid is so against dying right now.
listen.
I'm telling you,
I know
it's
6
dumb,
rounds
bro.
smarter than half of
I'm going to tell you,
Stop saying
you're
it's
a
dumb.
genuine...
Stop saying it's dumb. It's not
Yeah,
dumb.
stop. You're just...
What
Yeah,
is this?
listen. Where'd you even get the idea?
tell
that
you
it
were
was
the
me
first
from?
one
Where
to
did you
jump
get?
this
Where did you get the idea?
mean,
that it
You're just sus as hell. You were the first one to jump this
What? So your argument is that I'm sus as hell, bro. What is this?
no, you're first.
What is this?
You
What
jumped
am I
to
doing?
conclusions,
Guys,
jumped on the
guys.
squid when it obviously wasn't him because he's been
Let's
leading
not
us
jump
to
to
every
conclusions, bro.
Just
Just
among
among us
us,
on claim, bro.
Everyone should.
Yes, we should just go when we have more evidence. If you guys get more evidence on me and want to kill me when you're 100% sure, like fine, okay, but doing it now is idiotic. And thanks to Ty's stupid logic and a few others coming to support me, we had thwarted his attempt to ruin our final chance at exposing the disciple. I mean, accusing the guy that's trying the hardest to save the server, that doesn't make much sense to me. It's like Ty was throwing to purposely ruin our chances. At least since nobody died, we still had our final guess.
Third kill. If we kill someone right now, we'll get something.
What are you doing?
Okay, Tom, killing yourself doesn't
Okay,
count, dog.
that's
So
yes, it does.
there's no way you've just ruined that fast. You cleared yourself, bro. Like you'll.
It doesn't matter. That's the only way we find out.
Ty, you're so bad.
Ty, why did you do that?
What was the point in that?
Why did you do
guys
that?
are bricks.
Why did you do that? This guy wasn't even an actual member of the server. If you remember during guest week, I mentioned the points and banning system and how one guest got to stay. Yeah, he was the guest that got to stay, and here he was, fully throwing our chances at stopping the Disciple away. Luckily, that kill ended up not counting, and the Disciple decided to put us back on relocating our items. Hidden in plain sight means something different. They just posted a tweet said 1543.
Again?
It's coordinates.
That's gotta be coordinates.
Oh, Disciple just messaged
Oh, yeah,
me.
I
Disciple
think
just
it's
messaged
you.
me. Disciple
All
just
right,
messaged me.
calm down.
They messaged me 5. They messaged me 5. They just messaged
I got
me
message
5.
All right.
4. I got message 4, guys.
Oh.
Oh, wait, what?
Everyone check message. Oh, I got message. I got message dash. I got message dash. Oh, negative.
Now that we had the final piece of the puzzle, we just had to unscramble everything and hopefully find our items. We already have 1543.
I think it's 1543, and then negative 64 or 46. It's just one. Or it's negative 1543.
So, on the way to one of the combinations of coordinates, I deafened in the voice call to speak to my chat for a bit. I have been trying to be the hero for like this entire arc, bro. All I want to do is live. I just want to not die. I want to try and save as many people as I can, bro. I was the one who came up with the idea that we all pool together, save our vault, or make a vault, unite as one. And this is the shit that I get for it. This is what I'm getting.
I know.
There's like 10 more shulkers of just effects and
Wait, you found it?
tridents.
Okay. Before we do anything, I want to.
So, yeah, they just found all of our items. Just like that. It was way too easy. The Disciple very obviously had another motive for making us do all this. I just didn't have enough time to put the pieces together before Squid made a suggestion on how to use our final Disciple guess.
Hold on. I have an idea. If we want to actually kill the person, we should bring them down into the vault that we built.
Yeah, we should.
Everybody go down in the vault so that you can't escape.
Oh, that's actually smart.
Yo.
And if anyone's hesitant, then that's on them.
Everyone go down. Everyone go down.
Wait, I don't have to think, guys. Someone help me mine that.
By trapping everyone deep underground in an enclosed area, it would be way easier to kill off our final Disciple guess. And if somebody was hesitant to go down, well, that would be pretty telling on its own. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't slightly nervous heading down. With how Ty and a few others were acting earlier, they could very easily turn on me and waste our final guess, leading to us never finding out who the Disciple is or how to stop them.
The only 3 people who are hard cleared based off the kills were me, Squid, and Arch Damage. Now, I thought, right, I did some digging, and obviously you guys know that I thought it was dumb, right? And I went on a stream, and there were many bits where dumb was lagging out, and it was hard, but then as soon as he stopped lagging, the tweaks went up. Now, the Twitter account was saying that they wanted someone to stream, right? Because they weren't online.
Okay.
Who was the only one out of all of us who weren't online until very recently?
But how do you know that the Disciple can't just say that so that it can be pinpointed on me?
I'm gonna be honest.
Low-key, why would it be like the person who's been like when we were goofing around in the vault, why would it be him who was like literally trying to get us on track and was grinding the whole time, and who also has alibis for all your reasoning, instead of Dumb, who has more sketchy things happen?
I was the first, bro. I'd like to just point out, I have been literally trying to. I've been trying to help everyone this entire arc. I was the first person to donate my chest. I was the person who suggested the vault. I helped build. I helped get materials. What in what right world would I do all that just for it to be me?
I will clear. I will.
Wait, so do we have?
With my name cleared for now, we eventually landed on killing Sharu.
For example,
this is a genuine shot in the dark, bro.
Okay, well, all right. Well, never mind.
You guys just wasted it.
We didn't waste it.
Which wasn't correct and did nothing but cause more arguments.
Also, we just eliminated whoever it was. Like, we just did this. Like, we're gonna get.
So, I'm sorry, but if I was at work and that wasn't enough to justify that I was clear, I don't know what you guys have on you.
No one thinks it's you.
No, I'm just saying that everybody here should be off the clear list.
And that was when it all clicked for me. The reason getting our stuff back was so easy, the reason the Disciple wanted us to try and find them, it all made sense. They were doing nothing but dividing us. Up until this point, we had been united as one, helping each other through the clues, being extremely coordinated, pooling our loot. Stealing our stuff was the catalyst, causing discord amongst us all. All they had to do from there was force us to turn on each other with the guessing game, and then sit back and enjoy the show. They didn't care about keeping our items. With how OP they were, our items meant nothing to them. Their real goal was to split us all up so it would be easier for them to swoop in and kill us all. And we had played directly into their hand. In fact, it had worked so well that Ty and a few others began turning on the Prophet himself, which, considering he was the closest thing we had to a reliable source of info on the Disciple, was pretty idiotic.
So we just want to kill him because he won't tell us everything.
I just don't see what's so, like... I don't see why...
Because for the little bits of info he does tell us, he's useful. He's the one that knows...
We don't care about this info! Stupid quest that we have to fucking do. We kill him and just live our lives.
Do it.
What do you mean live our lives? There's a guy with a mace and a Apophis. You're a dumb... No.
He told me to do it. I did it. I just did what he told me to do. Like, we don't need to do any of this quest stuff anymore. Let's just...
We're dead. We're dead. It's all over.
Yes, we are. Listen. We just...
To be fair...
Listen.
We're done.
Yeah, bring So Sean in here real quick. Out of everyone here, Dom and Sean, you guys are the only one using your head. Yeah, but
why
what we
did
gotta
Ty
realize
just
is...
kill Squid?
Ty seems to be the one causing all the issues.
I mean,
Yeah,
Ty is like... Ty is actually throwing our elo. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's him, because he's a guest. Why would it be him? If we're being real, he's selling our elo, bro. He's like...
What if he's in cahoots with whoever the fucking...
He's not.
I just think he's stupid and good at, like, pulling a crowd together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's literally it. Same for Sam. He's just been yelling.
Yeah, same for Sam. He's
yelling.
Stupid,
Everyone
but he's
was
good
listening.
at, good at pulling a crowd together.
Well, look, can we get some... Okay, so, like, real quick, can we get some actual next steps? Like, what do we actually do now?
I don't know.
Like, as much as we can sit here contemplating and complaining for hours, we can't
we're just
do
going in a
anything right
circle.
now.
We need to try and, like, regroup everyone. Like, whether or not we agree with them, like, bottom line, like, my goal is to save this server and live through the finale, bro. If, like...
Me too, bro. I don't want to...
If we have to, like, temporarily, like, if we have to, like, just put our differences aside, suck it up, and agree that, like, we don't really, like, see eye to eye on maybe, like, Squid or what's gonna happen to the tree or whatever, so be it. We might as well just, like, slowly try and, like, push everyone to the right direction.
Yeah.
After this talk, I began to get really, really worried about saving the server. With how well the Disciple managed to split all of us up, it was looking like a near impossible task to bring everyone back together. We needed to expose the Disciple, and fast. But with nothing new to do, people slowly began logging off, including myself. But what I could have never expected was for the truth to come to me faster than we could get to the truth. Okay, so there's apparently something for me at this exact chord. Yeah, it literally has my name in it. Okay. Dear Dumb is Dumb, the contents of this book are for your eyes only. Contained within is the true identity of the Disciple. Reveal me or not, the choice is yours, but doing so carries dire consequences. Not for you, but for your friends. I will know if you break your silence, and the resulting punishment is the permanent banning of So Sean. I would advise against testing this for yourself if you wish to keep your allies. That being said, I believe it is finally time for me to step out of the shadows and reveal myself. So without stalling any longer, my name is... I bet you weren't expecting that. For days I've waited, watching as your world crumbles around you. Now with such little time left, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Keep or destroy this book. Nothing matters in the end. What? I couldn't believe it. My closest teammate, my best friend, betraying the entire server, going behind my back to try and end it. It made no sense. It couldn't be right. It wasn't right. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. For a second, I almost believed it. But after the events of yesterday, it was clear the only purpose this book served was to try and turn me against my best friend. You know what? Good try, Disciple. But if you want to get me, maybe don't pick my closest teammate. So yeah, for now, I still didn't know the Disciple's identity. But what I did know is that my real problem was on page 2. So Sean is commonly referred to as the nicest player on the server. Not only that, but he had stayed up all night with me building the bunker, as well as backed me when I was getting accused of being the Disciple. I wasn't sure if the Disciple was bluffing, but given all their other powers, I didn't want to take any chances. So I decided to tell Sean and his closest teammate about the book, to see if we could come up with some type of workaround. It was risky, but as long as nobody else found out about it, maybe the Disciple wouldn't know. Okay. So there's a reason that I have like you two. I have Dolphin here mostly just because you're like Sean's closest teammate. So I figured I would have you both of you here for this. But at like 7 in the morning today, I got a message from Disciple.
Did you actually?
Yeah. The message says, "This message is for your eyes only. Something waits," and then they gave me chords. So I went to those chords, right? And I got a book.
Oh?
Addressed to me, which I'm gonna screen share that for you guys.
Why is it addressed to you only?
I'm not really sure. It's not for you, but for your friends. Now, the next page, I'm not 100% sure about like the validity of it, but I figured I'd like talk to you guys about this before I like move forward with it. But whatever. Before I move forward with it, I will know if you break your silence, and the resulting punishment is the permanent banning of So Sean. I would advise against testing this for yourself if you wish to keep your allies. That being said, I believe it is finally time to step out of the shadows and reveal myself. And then they yap.
My name is I Am Storms. No, it's not, bro.
We're stuck at like a little like crossroads, right? Because there's the off chance that this is right, which is why I kind of like wanted to like come up with an excuse before I left, because he was in that call, and I'd prefer, if it is true, I'd rather him not knowing that I went and told you guys this. Yeah. Because let's say, right, it is correct.
Then I'm gone. So.
Then Sean's gone, right? But then on the chance that it's wrong, then we're fine. I don't know what to do, because I could like reveal this stuff.
I don't think it should be revealed, okay? Because then Sean could get banned. I don't think that's a risk we need to take.
I guess we just like don't tell anyone. I don't know what to do. This is very like, if this ends up being true, like, then just like my closest teammate of like the last 6 months has just been lying to me. Yeah. So I'm kind of in a state of like, I don't really know what to do.
He's like denial, bro. Like, you don't want it to be true.
Because I'd really prefer if I prefer it wasn't him. So we didn't come up with a plan at all. And even worse, Arkin and Sharu had seen me inside the bunker with the book in my hands and began pressing me to reveal its contents. Sharu was cleared due to the killing guessing game from yesterday, but Arkin was the unanimous #1 suspect to be the Disciple. But after he revealed he had also gotten a message from the Disciple...
Oh, I did. I did.
Did you?
What?
That's actually really good info, because that means that...
This message is for your eyes only, like the J.K. album.
I decided it would be worth the risk to tell him and pool our info together. It was risking Sean's life, but the days of beating around the bush were over. We needed to find out who the Disciple was. And I still wanted to try and reunite the server after all the damage the Disciple had caused, so showing Arkin and Sharu that I trust them could be a good start.
Oh, different ones to those. Not the same one.
Alright, well then, okay, let's make a, can we make a little pact, right? I'll show you guys what's in my book, and you can show me what's in yours, right?
Watch every single... No. I've had this happen before. Each book is gonna say, "My name is Disciple," and it's gonna be a different person in each book.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's that. That's not good. Are you back? Do you want me to show mine first? Do you want me to show mine first? Alright. Clear dumb is dumb. The cons... Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Dear Arkin, the contents of same thing. The contents of this book are for your eyes only. Contained within is the true identity of the disciple. Okay, same thing.
Does this say so? Okay.
Yeah.
So
same thing,
Sean.
permanent banning. So I would imagine.
So without stalling any longer, my name is. What?
Oh, man.
That is low-key some
I
crazy
knew it. I
accusations,
knew
bro.
it was different names.
I bet you weren't
So they're just
expecting
framing.
that
Yeah,
for
they're just
days I've
framing
waited
people,
and watching. So who are they? So who?
My name's consistent.
Well, your name's in
only
the book. You're
consistent
getting
name-
banned, bro. That's what they're saying. I mean, no, they're just
only-
like they're
The
like
only
giving
consistent
us-
name is that Sean is. How are they banned Sean?
They're just giving us red herrings, bro. Like none of these are true, bro. Like
We need a way. We need a way to contact more people with books without like letting the whole server know.
How do you know disciples can just?
Oh, well, look who just logged on.
okay, well if it's a
You
red
are
herring,
unmuted
then
in voice chat, by the way.
if it's a red herring, then it shouldn't like.
By the way,
It
don't
shouldn't
hold
be,
out
yeah.
books.
Yeah, don't hold out any books just in case.
I think it's safer not to communicate with
Oh,
Storm.
man.
I'm be honest, I was very
Yes.
risky communicating with Dolphin as well, or actually just anyone.
Well, the thing is, no, I came to Dolphin and Sean first because my book said the banning of Social Sean, and I personally don't think it's Dolphin or Sean, so I figured like I'd bring Sean and his closest.
I still
teammate
think it
in
was.
case,
I still
like,
think it was quite
anything.
risky.
We didn't really gain much else from this call, but I got to breathe a big sigh of relief knowing for sure now that Storms being the name in my book was simply to throw me off. Our main goal right now was singling out more people who had received books from the Disciple, so when a player named Midnight added us to a call...
So, not gonna lie, bro. You four are like the only people I could trust right now. I got a book.
I knew exactly what he was going to tell me. Is it your name with
From-
cursive text?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Let me
I
guess.
want you to just guess what it
The
says
first
here.
page. Dear that Midnight, the contents of this book are for your eyes only.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you screen share?
So
Did you read through it, or who did it say in your book, Midnight?
it's Serum.
Okay.
Did yours say like dolphin, bro?
We had Dolphin, Storms. Also Sam.
We now had 3 names across the 3 total books, but before we could investigate more and more people started logging on and joining our public VC. And with that many people in one call, it wasn't long before things started to slip.
Alright, no, I got something. I need to tell you guys what I got.
Did you
Basically,
get a
to keep it
message on
short,
Twitter?
I got a message on Twitter, yeah.
Okay.
Tell
Wait,
everyone.
okay.
Do you
Does it
guys
lead-
know what the message is?
Does it
or am
lead
I
to a
getting
book
trolled?
that has your name in cursive?
Oh, okay, so we got trolled, you and I. Yeah,
Okay.
How
Was
did
it
you
you
guys
as well,
know?
Storms?
Yeah, no, I got one as well. When
Wait,
when
did
all
everyone
5 of
get
you
one?
guys were online, when all 5 of you guys were online, that's where I went. I was like, this, like, what the?
Storm's got one.
Storms and Sam had also apparently received books, meaning I had to somehow extract the names in theirs without the entire VC knowing. But with how many people were in the call, it was going to be difficult.
Sean is quivering.
Did you actually read the book? Did you read the book, you dumbass?
Yes, I read the book and I recorded all of
Why
it.
are we talking about it in here, bro?
Because it said if you read the actual thing, then
So
the punishments
Sean.
occur.
Yeah.
Okay,
so why
okay.
You want me
are you
gone,
reading
I
it?
don't
You
know,
actual
yeah.
idiot.
So I'm
you
guessing-
numbskull. Listen, as long as we don't leak who Disciple is, I don't see why we can't.
Okay. I agree with that. I think as long as we don't say, then we're fine.
Wait, what, we know who Disciple is?
You actually have like... But before I had time, the Disciple made a move. Oh, another post. The traitor is
Actually?
among you. Wow, really?
Bro,
Fucking
shut
wow.
the fuck up, bro.
Wow.
What an original post, man. Thank you.
Wow, who would have guessed?
Okay, no, that does narrow it down.
I'm not saying what happens yet. Obviously, like, now is the time for us to figure it out. If it's any time, like, now is the time for us to figure out who they are. How do we verify that we're correct? Like, is the Disciple gonna, like, give us a... Wait, do we still have the 3rd guess?
We still have the 3rd guess.
Oh.
Hey.
Didn't we use that on True?
What's an excuse?
No.
We didn't.
After a bit of talking, we came to an agreement on our final 2 suspects, and after being given one final guess from the Disciple himself, we knew that it was now or never. We decided to hold a vote. Whoever received the most votes would be killed. But between the 2 candidates, I wasn't really sure who to choose. On one hand, there was Arkin, known to be one of the smartest players on our server, was no stranger to taking up massive projects such as this, and checked all the other boxes that the Disciple did too. But I had a terrible, horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach. Because on the other hand, was Storms.
You have to walk behind the person you want to kill for this final guess. So walk behind the person you think it is.
Thanks, Midnight. Large. Sean. Danny. I have 5 votes and Storms has 4. Before I die, does anyone want to change their vote based on how close this is?
I'm sorry, but you guys are stupid for voting Arkin.
Like, I don't believe it's...
Sean, it's either Storms or Arkin. Vote now. Almost done.
Let me check Twitter once.
If we choose now, we're throwing. Like, if we don't...
No, we have to. Sean, no, we're not getting distracted. Just vote. I don't care what anyone says. We're not getting distracted. No. Just vote somebody down. Let's see what happens. Please.
I don't even care if you step behind me, bro. Just vote. We have a vote. We have a vote. We have a
Storms is
vote.
dead. All right, Storms, put yourself in a chest. You're dying.
Yeah. All right. Throughout this entire time, you guys have not suspected me until today, and you guys probably should have earlier because it just was me the entire time. The first day was Squid, and then after that, it was realistic.
Storms was the Disciple. I couldn't even believe what I was hearing. My closest teammate, my best friend, he dangled it right in front of my face with the book.
So, you guys did vote correctly, and for that, there is a reward. You guys have been talking about, oh, I want hope. Realistically, I don't want to give you it, but it would be very unfair. It would be very unfair of me not to. So, Squid, you do that. You do that one thing.
Wait, how do we know we're not gonna die?
Wait, I'm invis. Wait, the
Yes!
bro! Stop! We're back! We're actually so back! We're so back!
Stop.
They actually what? Kind of what?
It works.
Don't stop. We're actually back.
20 hearts. I'm 20 hearts right now.
Everything.
I'm immediately quipping hope, by the way.
Now my only question was why? Why would he do this? Go behind my back, betray my trust. All to try and destroy the server.
So, I just want a good fight. At the end of the day, I want you guys to suffer, and I want you guys to have a good fight against us. So,
who's us?
Who's us? Who is us?
Who's us?
I am the false prophet. Oh.
Yeah.
I did it! Damn, I dumped.
Airdrop your final clue.
What does airdrop mean?
I don't know, but I'm about to go find out.
That's a green shade, man.
Oh, I got it.
Dolphin got it. What does it say?
Alright, I'm gonna open this book and I'm gonna read it out. Okay? It's called Decaying Elements in like the weird fonts. The genesis of the evolution of the elements began with the so-called support effect. With more potions created and spent in battle, so too were the elements diminished in imperceivable ways. Their only salvation lay in the Ender effect, only untainted source of power. However, the hearts of mortals are so easily corrupted. Thus, it was the Apophis crisis which caused untold damage to the balance of the universe, beginning the death spiral. With the rise of a new superweapon came the threat of destruction for each element and the subjugation of all. That day may still be upon us. Finally, the last nail in the coffin, as you've seen, ever since the true annihilation of Ender, our world has begun to crumble before us. My machinations have gone according to plan, and my mission is nearing completion. My sincere gratitude goes out to each and every one of you. After all, none of this would be possible without you. Thanks to your efforts, we are officially out of time. Whether you like it or not, this world will expire along with everyone in it. As a way of saying thank you, we found a way to fix your abilities, but in exchange, you lose me as your guide. I am no longer your prophet. I am a god.
Now, with the prophet becoming a false prophet and revealing his true colors, It set into me that why Storms betrayed me didn't matter. I didn't have time to cry about it. I made it my mission to redeem myself from my time in the seat of power and save this server and everyone in it. Storms had chosen his path. And for that, he had to die. But if you remember, the Disciple and the Prophet had been collecting the strongest weapons on the server, and it was finally about to be revealed to us in full form. Oh,
Yeah.
new post from Disciple. Alright
Guys,
guys,
I have
they
full
found me
netherite.
out, but did y'all guess me? Why the f does he have 3 effects? He has 3
Oh,
effects!
shoot.
He has 3 effects!
Wait, where?
Storms has 3 effects! He has Ender and Apophis!
What
the fuck? Even though this screenshot was horrifying, as having 3 effects, let alone Ender and Apophis at once, shouldn't even be possible, after taking a closer look, I realized the real issue in the screenshot. When Squid had the mace last, he terrorized the entire server with it, using unconventional methods like armor stands and the speed effects dash to easily dismantle any team. The infused mace normally isn't allowed breach or density, but seeing as Storms had 3 effects, Squid enchanting his mace wasn't out of the question. If he was taking 2v10s before without any damage enchants on his mace, then I needed to find some sort of counter and fast. If you remember earlier, I said the only way we were going to be able to win was by cheating. Well, I wasn't lying. If they were going to try to destroy our server using the most overpowered items ever created, I didn't mind bending a few rules to stop them. So I instantly got to work. See, Storms and Squid are smart. Not only did they have their 3rd effect slot coded, but they also must have figured people would try to cheat to stop them. So they had a custom plugin coded that would make it so a bunch of illegal items like shields and netherite armor were instantly deleted upon holding or equipping them. Luckily, there was a workaround for netherite if you equipped it from your inventory instead, since it only deleted when it was in your hotbar or offhand, but I was unfortunately not able to find one that would allow me to use a shield. I spent the next few hours testing various legal methods, and I found 2 main ones that I believed could beat Squid. So I decided to call up one of my friends, Sam, to test out the first one. Okay, hey, can you log on a server for me? I low-key came up with an anti-mace technique. And by that I mean netherite armor. I just want you to like genuinely try kill me with the density 5 mace. My first method, which was purely defensive, required the heart effect, which gives you 15 hearts and is boosted to 20 whenever you spark. Combine that with enchanted golden apples, which I already happen to have a bunch of and give you 8 extra hearts. I can become a walking tank.
Oh, wait, what?
Capable of stalling out Squid's density mace while the rest of the server focused on ganging up on Storms.
Oh, chill. How are you not dying on the second one? What? Are you taking any damage?
I am, but I'm healing it faster.
It's density 5. What the
Stop. And my second method was something much more sinister. Base me? Good boy. Slow falling arrows. The mace's ultimate counter. It's simple. If you can't crit, then you can't mace. It's also extremely annoying to play against, and so my plan was set in stone. To truly save the server, I was going to have to break these rules and mark Squid, making sure he can't mace anyone freely by tanking all of his attacks and limiting his movement with my slow falling. So, later into the night, I hopped in a call with another server member named Dolphin and began grinding the necessary materials. I just kill the villagers that don't give the slow falling?
Probably. Just lava them.
Goodbye, dumbass. But while I was rolling for slow falling, I accidentally discovered another potential method.
Why did he call me that? Okay.
Stop, he just gave me Arrow of Strength. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I didn't think about that. The strength effect gives you your attack damage via the attribute, meaning that by using strength arrows that give you the potion effect, you can stack it. Oh my god! And have an insane damage output. So even though Dolphin had to go, I had a plan, and was more determined than ever. I was going to spend the entire night grinding strength and slow falling arrows. While I was grinding though, 2 players showed up to my base and asked me to VC. It was Sam and Sharu, my teammates from Apophis, and the players who used to hold me under their IOU. But they weren't here as enemies. They were here to help. We talked for a bit and decided to get matching armor trims, for old time's sake.
Alright, we're actually tough now. Wait, I'll take a screenshot, come on.
Now that low-key is tough. Oh, that's actually so tough.
Oh, that's actually so tough, holy shit.
Stop.
Nah, that's so beautiful.
No, hold on, you're so dumb. Wait. No.
No, I'll hand it off.
Oh, just you guys, just you guys.
Stop.
Oh my god. No, that's actually like...
Oh, let me see on the screen. Oh
might
my
have never had
gosh.
more aura. We might have never had more aura. Even if it was small, it really set in for me how here I was, taking a screenshot with Sharu, who used to be my top suspect to be the disciple, who used to be my greatest enemy, who used to want to ruin my life. Here we were now, united as one, for one cause. Not under an IOU, but as teammates once again. We spent a while goofing around in the base, but eventually Sharu and Sam went to bed, leaving me alone to grind the tipped arrows. My goal was to get around a shulker of slow falling, to ensure that I wouldn't run out. And finally, around 5 AM... Oh my god, I'm done. I was so tired I logged off instantly, and went to bed that night ready for the final fight the next day.
As you may know, I may not be the best PvPer myself, but I have the heart for war. And I don't care what they have in their hands. I don't care if they have a maxed out mace. I don't care if they have a Apophis or Ender. I do not care. We're going to enter that fight, and we're going to win like it's our last one. Because it is! Okay?
Let's
go on now, okay, boys? We got this.
Adrenaline flowing, bro. Go up.
Let's go, baby.
This was it. 100 blocks above us stood the Prophet and his disciple. Both sides only had one goal: to win this fight, as this fight would decide the fate of the server. Everything that I had done had led up to this moment. I was going to use my strategies to take down Storms and Squid, and make sure this server I love so much is saved. But just as we were about to fight...
No, I think they're gonna,
why is Kai just fucking...
You guys suck, bro.
What are you doing, dog?
That's it.
Is this okay?
What are you doing, dog?
Ty.
What are you doing, dog?
Huh?
Oh, he has Ender.
Dog.
Yes, it's over, bro. This is why y'all are gonna lose. You guys have been a pain.
We knew it.
Wait, whoa.
Oh, nah, bro.
Who would have seen this coming? Wait,
You guys are genuinely the worst team. You guys fail at working together time and time again.
Looking past this laughable attempt at a betrayal, this was so obviously happening, I'm a little upset I didn't catch on sooner. Ever since he got involved, he had been doing nothing but throwing at every turn. And now with Storms giving him the Ender effect, this fight was looking much harder than before. I might never know why Storms chose to betray me, or why he wants to destroy the server, but he made his choice. And because of that, this is where he's going to die.
Should I'm hitting screw them. I'm hitting screw them. Got him! Stop!
Let's go, boys, let's go, boys, let's go!
What is he gonna do with fucking
I don't have...
They did not just give me slow falling
arrows.
Is that a warden?
No, that's not Apophis.
Yeah,
I'm up.
I can't.
Make sure you're always throwing Squid with
It's one of them.
Dude, what's the cooldown on the Apophis?
15. Oh my god.
Squid's just running. Squid's just running.
20 seconds. Oh yeah, guys. Squid's green trim so easy to move on.
I saw that.
No! In all honesty, I'm not really sure why Storms decided to give Ty the Ender effect. It wasn't a good idea to begin with, but now it was about to be his biggest mistake. You can call it fate, or you can call it luck. Because Storms' Ender effect, the effect that started it all, just landed directly in my hands.
I got it!
And now, with this power and my strategies, we were going to win.
Look at this. Use your arrows, bro.
I hit him with it.
Oh, nice.
Wait, do you have my stick?
Here.
Bro.
Watch out.
Hey, Squid.
Literally no armor.
They're both on me.
Watch out, Squid.
I can't see anything.
We need to just...
Someone caught him.
Dude, I promise you, Squid cannot do anything.
Squid can't do anything. Just cobble him.
As soon as he gets in the cop, do it.
Yeah, as soon as he's in the bomb, do it.
Everyone who has feather, get ready, bro.
Alright, get on something.
Bro.
Oh,
Bro.
I need to regear. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I guess.
Can someone bow Squid? Someone bow Squid.
Storms is going down. Storms is trying to go down.
Oh, shit.
Stop again, look.
He's invis.
If I feathered him right now, he would have been dead.
He's broke.
His bones, I'm feathering.
Stop.
I feathered again.
Nice.
He's dead.
I feathered.
Storms is my closest teammate on the server.
Dom, I'll give you 2 orders to help me keep him alive.
Stay on everything.
Wait, who has a spec?
Oh my god.
Dog.
I'm just trying to do what's right, bro.
Right for who, though?
Even with Storms dead, he was never the main concern. Squid was still getting kills left and right with his mace. I had to keep using my Ender effect and arrows to keep him at bay.
Don't kill Squid! Guys, come here! Come kill him!
It's just Squid.
He's at the arena.
We actually did it. He's not making it. I don't care. We're killing this guy before the server ends. I do not.
Look, he's like a sitting.
I got one right over there.
Where did he go? Over there? What?
I'm making sure Squid don't win this.
No, you don't.
Here, bro.
Yeah, why?
Why are you removing the water? Who's that?
Oh my! I actually just trick-shotted him.
Hey, guys, let me start. You stop creeping me out.
Oh, he needed to from life.
Oh yeah, guys.
Wait, if I can hit him with this, he can't run. There we go, Cameron, get him. Get him!
I'm feathering him insane. I'm feathering him.
Hey, who has not got me trusted very soon?
Okay, this kid's taking daily.
Oh yeah, guys, he's very careful. He's going up on it.
Stop.
Oh, he just launched me.
No!
Oh, I fell.
Bro, this racing.
When the Ender effect landed in my inventory, I assumed it was fate. It only made sense, right? The hero of the story, the one trying to save everyone, finally rewarded with the exact power required to do so. But I was wrong. It was luck. And my luck had finally run out.
Dumb. Where did you die?
I had just died in the most humiliating way possible. What was I doing, trying to play the hero? I wasn't cut out for this. I had failed. With my death, we lost our greatest advantage. We lost our only hope. I lost my hope. The server was going to crumble to Squid, and there was nothing I could do about it. I had lost.
Okay, that's I only have this guy.
What was I doing? Sure, I had died. Sure, I had humiliated myself. And sure, I wasn't the player holding Ender leading our team forward anymore. But it didn't matter. My job was already done. As I snapped back to reality, I heard my team around me.
Wait. I have 10 seconds on my feather. I have 10 seconds on my feathers. Okay, I can.
They were picking up my arrows, using my ideas, and still fighting. The burden of saving the server wasn't mine alone. It was ours, united as one. There was one final obstacle in our way. We needed to save the server. Squid had to die.
Speed arrow.
I'm not even joking. I'm genuinely full boxing myself.
Oh my god!
I'm not doing
What are we supposed to do?
Oh my god.
Yes!
Well, thank god. Oh my god, he's actually taking damage with thunder, bro. What?
He's fine. He's good.
Go.
Get him!
He was so low.
Oh my god, he was genuinely towards.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Sean, he's going for you. He's going for you.
Why does Shrew have no armor?
I was running from the bro, he's eating chorus food.
Not really. He would have been dead.
I'm dead. No, I'm dead!
What do you know?
Inside house!
What happened to the votes?
We're not gonna kill this guy.
Wait, he's in the house! He's in the house! Kill him!
He's gonna fill up the vote.
Okay, I'm in head.
I broke his helmet! Get his helmet! I'm dead.
Today is the day!
Keep hitting him. Do not let him win charger.
Sean!
Oh my gosh. Watch out. Hey, charge people. Do someone who charge.
Wait, he just ran out of wind charges! He ran out of wind charges! His mom!
Yes, he got
Kill
it!
Squid!
Then it ends with an arrow cannon.
Hands! Kill him!
Let me enter that. You spam without ass.
Why am I getting? He's still dead.
Oh my god!
Wait, why is the bottle infusesmp?
We had done it, but they had a failsafe. A 1-hour timer that would be activated once they both died, meaning the server would end regardless if they succeeded or not. But we didn't care. The server was clearly broken beyond repair, so there really was no point in continuing. We just wanted to enjoy our hour of peace. At least for me, though, there was something missing. There was one more thing that I wanted.
Wait, unban Squid. Unban Squid. Can Squid get unbanned?
Can we unban like Squid and Storms for this so they can get in the screeny? You know, I said earlier I wasn't sure why Storms did what he did. But now, I believe I know. I'd like to believe we were just two sides of the same coin, both making a mistake in the past that we wanted to overwrite. However, whereas I chose to make up for it in peace, Storms chose to make up for it in power. By killing Storms, I had freed him from his chains of wrath. And now, even though the server was ending, it was ending in peace. What the f- I just clutched-
Let me show and get the screen.
I'm alive.
Damn, come on, we gotta go up here.
Where are we going?
We need a screenshot.
Oh yeah.
It would be bad if the fucking duo didn't get one done.
It'd be bad if we didn't, bro. We're a team for like 6 months, bro. Bro, where's a good spot, bro? Look, he's right up right here, bro.
Yeah, let's just run
Hey,
it.
man. So you snaked up for the power, bro? This is an unstoppable duo, bro.